Spoken to many singers, entertainers and people involved in music and the people who are involved in entertaining us throughout the year. And online now I've got a gentleman who is incredibly well known in London, right across the UK, not alone that, but in Ireland. He's performed in both places, plus numerous others as well. A gentleman affectionately known as the JCB man. I'm delighted to say a big hello. Seamus Moore, how are you?
Jerry, how are you doing? I'm alive and kicking.
Fair play. Well, that's a good start, as they say. You're staying in, staying safe, and all the rest of it.
I'm cocooning. Yes.
You're cocooning. Yes, that's a great word. It really is. It sounds good. Normally, Seamus, you kick off in normally around sort of June or early July. You do an extensive summer tour right through into September in Ireland.
That's right, Jerry. Normally we do around about 70 nights on the trot. We start off with Pat Hayes' week down in Bournemouth, and normally then we head for Ireland and we get in a lot of the festivals, and we end up at the Ploughing Championships. And then we normally head for, myself and Slim normally head for the Holy in the Sun with Declan Nerney. That would normally be our summer, but it looks like it's not going to happen this year, as far as I can see, anyhow.
Indeed, it doesn't look like it does. It's an incredible amount of dates. I mean, it's you're out practically every night on the trot, and I mean, I've seen your list of dates. They're astounding. There's some days. I mean, you're actually in two different places.
Yeah, we just make most of it, Jerry. Every year we do it July, August, September, and I've been doing it for the last 32, 33 years, and it just seems to get better and better every year. But unfortunately, we won't be doing it this year, but we'll try and make up for it next year. But yeah, it's great, and I look forward to it every year. I use it as a kind of a bit of a holiday as well, and get to see lots of places, go to lots of places where I wouldn't normally go, like Lisdoonvarn and places like that, and but yeah, it was great, but that's the way it is this year. Anyway, it's not on.
Indeed. But it is. It's an astounding heavy schedule.
It is a heavy schedule, Jerry, but I'm used to it now. I wouldn't be like up in Donegal one night and down in West Cork the next night, or anything like that. If I'm in Donegal, I'll be there for a couple of nights, or if I'm in Kerry or Cork, we'll be there for a couple of nights. We have it well kind of planned, like.
All right.
We wouldn't be doing we wouldn't be driving. Maybe the odd night, maybe, but not every night. We just kind of get 2 or 3 gigs into one area when we're going along,
Right. Yes. That definitely.
And I've been doing it so long as well. I've got a lot of old contacts, and I have my own old. The places I normally play, plus a few extra ones every year, but yeah, it was great, like.
Yes. No, I mean it has been astoundingly successful, but you've extended on that. I mean, you used to actually do the 3 months. I think initially it was it a month or a month and a half?
Yeah, I used to when I was a few years there, I just done maybe about 4 weeks, 5 weeks maybe, but then I was doing the Ploughing and Lisdoonvarn, and that brought me then into September, so it would normally be maybe from the middle of July or the last week in July up to maybe the end of August, like.
Right.
And I used to like to get back. I used to like to get back in that weekend for when I was running Conway's 3 and that, I needed to be back in an odd couple of nights just to keep things right there as well. But since I left Conway's, I seem to be doing a lot more, like.
Indeed, you're busy, a busy lad. You recorded a single. You drew out a single there which went very, very well. It was a song written by Peter Burke. She Only Wants to Dance.
Yeah, I met Peter one night in Lisdoonvarn, and he said, I have a song that might suit you, like he said, and I had to listen to it, and I thought it was fairly good, because I had a song out before that. The one I had out before that was was called The Mighty Man from Mayo.
Yes.
Which went very well for me. And this one was kind of to do with the same. It was kind of a Mayo song as well, like, and it started to go well for me. It gets a lot of airplay, like Todd Laffey and different stations play it, like, so it's still going well. But it's not, I'd rather be on tour and kind of give it a bit of an extra. I had a video out of it as well, and
yes.
It went fairly well as well. It got a lot of hits, like.
Indeed, yes, it did. And actually, your material, your earlier material, has been re-released. There was a period of time there it wasn't available. It's actually been re-released on the Irish music label.
Yeah, all my older stuff seems to. I always get a lot of requests on my older stuff. It seems to be very popular rather than some of the newer stuff. The older stuff always seems to be requested all the time. Like the Winning Dream and the JCB song, the Transit Van, and
yes,
that type of stuff. That's all. They're always requested, like.
Indeed, yes, incredibly popular. And I mean, I think that the JCB song will never die. It's just one of those all-time. It really is a classic song.
I know, it's amazing. It's amazing. I've always been very lucky, Jerry, with since the JCB song came out, and then I had the Transit Van and the Winning Dream and Mary Ann, all those, and I always seem to be very lucky with an old song, because songs normally only tend to last for maybe a short time, but some of my songs seem to never die, like,
yes.
There's always been requested, like, and I like to have something new as well every year, especially when I'm going on tour, like, because it gives it a bit of a lift as well, and it keeps their name there as well,
Oh yes, definitely. But you have. I don't know, is it luck? I think you, in many respects, as an artist, I think you make your own luck, because I mean the songs that you've had out, like unforgettable. Many of them are unforgettable tracks. I mean the Honda 50, absolutely huge.
Yeah, that kind of gave me a new lease of life as well, Jerry. I was very lucky with that song. As I say, I always seem to come up with something different all the time, but. And it gives me a bit of a buzz as well, like, and especially when I see people enjoying it, like, it gives me a real buzz altogether, and that's why I always like to come up with something at least once a year anyway, something different,
Indeed. And more recently, you've been running the Monaghan's in Wood Green.
Yeah, I was up there. I'm up there as obviously it's closed now, but I was up there for the last 12 months in Monaghan's Wood Green, but not really a big music house now. It was more of a drinking house, not really a big. But I used to have music the weekends, and I've had Declan Earney there and the Davits and a couple of them, but not really a big music house. But we would have music there probably of a Saturday night, an Irish band, like a local Irish band. But yeah, it was okay, like just to keep me hand in it, just for something to do. Really, is all I was doing it for,
Right, and
saved me from getting bored, like.
yes, you don't strike me as the sort of guy that would get bored. You'd always get something to do someplace along the way.
Well, I'm bored now, Jerry, but I mean, I was always used to being on the go, like, I wouldn't. This is the first time in my life I haven't been rushing and tearing everywhere. I'm just out with the dog most days, like, and that's basically it, like. So I'm itching to get going again, whenever that's going to be, like.
Yes, as the title of the album was, "Mad to Go Again."
Yeah, that's back a few years ago. Now that was a pretty popular album too, and
it was.
Yeah.
I'm
looking up. I've had over 20 CDs out and 10 DVDs. I've been pretty lucky, and but nowadays, Jerry, you couldn't give away a CD. That's gone. That's the way it's gone. They're all they download them off the.
Yeah.
So it's a waste of time doing CDs now, like, because you'd never get your money back on them.
Yes, yeah, there were singles.
The Town Championship now, I would sell a lot of stuff at the likes of a Tullamore show or concert or the Plough. You'd sell a bit of stuff at them kind of things, all right. Like, but apart from that, you'd be at nothing, like.
Yes, yes. It's now mainly the CDs as your the re-release on that label of your earlier material. It's a package deal of a couple of CDs, say 3 CDs, a DVD in together. This type of thing.
All right, I haven't seen that. No, I don't know. I haven't come across it now, so I don't know.
Right, I think it's 3 CDs included.
Oh
in
yeah, I think Martin in Manchester. I think
that's right. Irish Music, yes, irishmusic.co.uk. Yeah, they've.
He has the copyright of. He has the rights of the 150 DVD anyway.
Oh, that's right. Yes, the Honda, which was a DVD, went extremely well. But Seamus, listen, it's been lovely to catch up with you, and at least you're out walking with the dog anyway. You're getting some exercise. And
I'm getting plenty of exercise anyway, Jerry. Yeah, and nothing like it, And thank you for having me on. And I'd like to say to all your listeners there, for everybody to stay safe. And I'm sure we'll be having some hoolie when this is all over.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to the party already, whenever it may be.
Whenever, yeah.
Seamus, listen, take care. Great to talk to you.
Thank you, Jerry, and stay safe as well. Good man.